Hi, my name is Aaliyah Miller and I am from Waterbury, Connecticut. My short script that got nominated here at the Action on Film International Film Festival is called After the Headlines.
Interior conference room day. Clara is amongst women in a support group for mothers who have lost children to violent crimes. Nancy, the group leader, a woman in her mid-30s, stands to speak.
Everyone, I would like to welcome a newcomer to our group. Hello, Clara.
Hello. I keep hoping I'll wake up and she'll still be here.
Clara breaks down and begins to cry.
After the Headlines is a story about a mother whose young daughter was brutally murdered, and the film really deals with the mother. She terminated her parental rights, and it's about her journey to sort of forgive herself for the misgivings of her parenting. So it really follows the mother's journey in her inner journey to seek redemption for herself after her daughter's tragic murder. Well, the inspiration for the script came from a bunch of articles that I read in the Hartford Courant. I read a series of stories that dealt with this young woman, 18-year-old girl, who was basically brutally murdered, and she had some mental health issues. And I felt like the story became of interest to me, these articles, because I don't really see those stories out there. And I really wanted to write a script that sort of dealt with that and dealt with it from a parent's perspective of what happens when you have a daughter who suffers from mental health issues and is tragically killed, and what that journey is for the mother. So that's where I got the inspiration, but it's actually based off of an actual case. Well, I actually just finished wrapping up post-production on the short of this film, so hopefully we'll be maybe submitting this next year to the AOF, as well as some other festivals out there. And I envision this, although this was a short that I wrote, I envision it as a feature-length project. So I'm going to be spending the next few months developing the feature, and I'm actually going to shift the perspective in this feature and rather not tell the mother's story, but I want to tell the young woman's story, her daughter Alexis. I think when you get into the arena of wanting to make films, I think a lot of folks underestimate themselves and underestimate the energy, the time, the money that it takes to really do this. But I think what I learned from this process is that you have to believe in your story. You have to believe in what you put down on the paper, and you have to have a team of people around you that supports that vision and helps you get it out there. And I think that's why filmmaking is great, and I believe in stories and the power that stories have to touch people on an individual level. And I think that's what's great about this festival. People are coming from all over the country and parts of the world to share their stories, and I think from my own experience it was just getting through it and getting it done, and knowing, you know, that you can't stop there. You got to always continue to make yourself better and work on what's next. Well, I definitely have to say you have to write. When you're you know, everyone talks about the filmmaker, but it starts with the written word. It starts with what you put down on paper, and you have to be willing to follow. And like, you know, writing isn't hard. You have to lock yourself in a room and you kind of have to do it. And after you get that first draft done, you still are going to have to do a lot of rewrites to perfect it, to get it to where people who are investors or directors or talent who would be interested in your project. So I just think writers need to, you know, keep writing and don't give up. I never thought I would be here, you know, in a category getting nominated, and I am, and it just is proof that it takes a long time to get there. And my journey as a writer is definitely not done. It's just beginning. But if you stick at it and you surround yourself with positive people, you'll get there.